Good morning, world. Happy Monday. Let's see who we get on here. Who remembered? Who's going to be drinking some coffee? We got a little bit to talk about today. Yes, indeed, we do. Sandra, you are the first one. Girl, you were on the money, Sandra, on the money. Awesome. Just awesome. Let me get this shared here to a couple of places. Da-da-da. Let's see here. We are going to see if we can do this. Make sure. Hi, Diane. Hello, Janetta and Raja. Hello, Raja. How are ya? Hi, Britta. How you doing? Let's get these shared to my team group and to Onward. How y'all doing? Happy Easter a day late if you didn't read it on Facebook from me. Hope everybody's holiday was awesome. Let's see here. We are going to, where are we going to share this to? We are going to share this. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on now. Let's get this done. We are going to share this. Okay, so we are good. Hello, Miss Jan Heaton. Long time no talk to, my friend. How are you? So I'm going to sit here and try to read everybody's comments. Everybody's doing good. I see Robin. Kim Scott jumped on, and Melissa. So how was everybody's Easter? Everybody, like, you know, was it good? Did you go to church? Did you celebrate the Lord? Yes, he is alive. That's right. He is. And for all those who are like still doing the Easter egg hunts with your kids and all, how was it? Was it good? Yeah? Was it perfect? Good. Good. Roger says he's good. It's a beautiful day. Roger, I'm hoping those headaches of yours are getting better. I've been following you. Kim, I'm glad you jumped on. It's all good, girl. It will be here. You know, you watch the replay later. You know, sooner or later, we're going to be closer. We can chat more often. It's good. So yeah. So let's see what we got here. Did I miss anybody? I probably did. Lord knows. Hello, Avon Barb. How are you doing? How you doing? Good to see everybody. Let me, I think there's one place I don't have this, so let me do a little finagle. Hi, Heidi and Christine. How y'all doing? People jumping on from my Onward group, for my Onward tribe in Avon, which is absolutely awesome. Good to see that. I just got in from my walk. Man, oh man, crazy stuff. I did this last Monday. We started this last Monday with you guys, and on Tuesday, I got sick. And I was sick up until like 2 days ago. It was, hold on one second, share to a page. We don't want to do that. We don't want to share to a page. I want to share to my timeline. Okay, there we go. So I got sick. I mean, this bad, nasty, I think from working in the garage too, inhaling of dust and everything. Everybody knows I'm getting ready in the latter part of summer to move to North Carolina. And so I've been going through boxes that I hadn't gone through since my divorce from my first husband. And, you know, you don't want to take stuff you don't need. So, boy, I was, you know me, I am all or nothing. So I was killing it for hours in there. And I think between just a little bit of sinus stuff and the pollen here in Maryland is awful. It is like so thick. And whatever it is, it got me down good, man. Fever, cold. Still, you know, have the cough and everything from it, but I wasn't even sure the kids were going to be able to come over for Easter. But daggone, yeah. Diane, in the Charlotte area, we're looking at a couple of different places, but all of it's within the Charlotte area. We're looking at Mooresville and Huntersville. We won't know for sure where we're going to be. Till probably sometime in August, maybe before. It's all according to what pops up, you know, what they're sending me. They're sending me different houses and stuff to look at, so we'll see. You know, I will get you, how the crap do you get your headband to stay? Mine will not. girl, do you see all this hair, all this wild hair, and you know it's got some hairspray in it, right? What you mean get it to stay? I have trouble getting it out. It'll be like, help, somebody pull it because the hair won't let go of it. So I guess if your hair is too soft, it would probably do that. Oh yeah, Diane will have to. Look, what I'm hoping to do, I'm hoping that once I get down there and get settled, I'm hoping that I'll be able to you know, do some speaking gigs down there, and I'm hoping that my friends, Teresa Paul, Lisa Wilbur, Scola, all of them will come down there in the Charlotte area, and we will rent an area as where our tribes can come in and can just fellowship with us, and we can talk to them about life and business, and you know, it'll be a paid gig. You'll obviously have to pay, you know, to come hear us. Can you imagine that? Lord have mercy. But man, we want to get together and meet more of you. And I feel like we're kind of then in a neutral area. I know up here in the DC area, it's really, really expensive. So we are hoping in the first year that I get down there to get that done, to put it out for everybody if they want to come down. And you know what, just talk about what keeps us going, talking about, you know, the struggles that, you know, we come upon, whether it's business or whether it's life. And I got to tell you, there's not one without the other. So we'll have to get together. Diane, maybe we can get together, do some lunch or brunch or something, sister. You know what? It'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to meeting so many that I already feel like I know. I've never really met you officially, but, you know, we're just one big tribe, so it's all good. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? Darlene? Carmeli, what you doing, girl? How are you? Good to see you. Marlene, how are you? Tracy, we're looking to buy our first house. Congratulations. I'm not there yet, Tracy. I'm going, well, I've bought my first house before, but we're thinking about buying, but we're going to start out renting. We want to make sure of the area. We want to love it and say, yeah, we got to stay here or know exactly where we're going. So this is going to be a journey, but of course you guys will all be a part of it. So very, very excited about it. Britta says, sounds like a fun road trip. I haven't been to North Carolina since my aunt passed away 5 years ago. Well, Britta, now there'll be a better reason to come down, right? It'll be happy moments, which will be good. Hi, Renee. Hi, Patty. Thanks, guys. So everybody had a good Easter. Yeah, I was looking here. Roger, I know you responded to me, but boy, my cousin is selling her condo in Mooresville. Well, hey, girl, then you know exactly where it's at. Let me see here. I had a Sierra one yesterday that kept me home from church. Roger, I'm sorry. But hey, Roger, what do we do, man? We are grateful for the good days, right? The days that we don't have the headaches, bam, it's good. You know, I get it. Today is one of those days where I feel like I've been so sick like all week long. I am so glad that I am better. I got out. I didn't get to walk at all last week. Got out there today after a week and did, you know, almost 2 miles. I'm working my way back up. You know, took me about 37, 38 minutes. And I struggled today after being done. My breathing still isn't completely right. But hey, hi, Isabel. How are you? Oh, you're calling. Man, girl, you're on from Cali. Let's see. So that means it's 8 o'clock there. Girl, I love you. You getting on at 8 o'clock. I love that. Hi, Vanessa. I see you sneaking in there. Good to see you. So yeah. So we're... it's Monday, it's a new week, right? So we've got the last major quote-unquote holiday, of course, besides Memorial Day that's coming up in May. So, hi, Robin, good to see you. So, you know, that is crazy, and I am definitely just working hard to be ready for the move. You know, trying to work my business and, you know, I didn't do Uber at all last week. I hope I didn't miss out on much, but I was just too sick. There was no way. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. So, you know, trying to get back to it and, you know, moving is not cheap. It is not cheap. So doing that Uber, getting the money put away for that. I found out, that I earned the Cabo trip. So yeah, that's cool. So don't get excited. I'm not, guys, I'm taking the buyout on that. I hope y'all understand. I would love to go to Mexico. I really feel like I could use a vacation, but right now I could use the money to help me get this move done, and it is my first priority to get this done and get it done in a timely manner. And I have to stay on task. And I have to tell you, what's really cool is that, you know, to see that I earned Cabo, and with everything that was going on in my life, from Mike being in the accident December 17th, and then of course he passed away in February, one of those deals where I felt like, honestly, I wasn't really personally trying, like going for this incentive, but my team was still working their business. I know you all say, oh, I can't have a team, I can't have this, it doesn't work. Yes, it does. It does work once you get the right people. And now, you know, this month will be 15 years for me in Avon this month. Haven't gotten the official email from Avon yet, but it will be 15 years. And it's hard to believe, because 15 years, that's... Some people say it seems like a lifetime, and a lot has happened in 15 years. If I think about it correctly, you know, here I am. I started in 2004, and I started this as a side hustle. I just needed more money. I was broke as all get out, and always loved the company. Always loved my representative, Mary Ann Penn at the time, who is now my upline and very dear friend. But you know, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, you jump into something because you're just like, well, yeah, I like the product. Yeah, I want the discount. Yeah, I could use a little money. You know, you jump in and you do that stuff, right? And then before you know it, that opportunity that was put in your path. I am so glad that I did not bypass that for the umpteenth time, because, see, Marianne always had recruiting flyers, and the opportunity was always there for me to read about. And I just didn't need it. I just didn't need anything about it. And then when it did come again, man, I jumped on that. And I am so glad I did, because look, yes, I am working I'm working a side hustle right now. And, you know, we all got side hustles going on here and there, and that's okay. But most of my energy and strength and, you know, my money when I'm reinvesting goes into my business. My time goes into my team, my customers, because it pays the bills. And that's what's really great. Now, I'm not going to lie. I really thought I'd be a little bit further along than I am right now. But, you know, our company has seen a lot of changes, and it's still trying to get its footing again, and hoping it's going to bring a lot of great stuff for us in the future. Because, see, I have faith in my tribe here who's watching me. I have faith in you guys. I have faith that we know what we love. We know what we want. We love our products. We love the way that we raise each other up, the way we support each other, the way that we're there to help each other, the way that when bad times happen, we're there to let people know that they're not alone. And that's the most important thing to me that I have found with what I have. It's the most endearing friendship, sisterhood, brotherhood. And I know that may not be making people a lot of money, but I know one thing, it makes you want to stick with it and follow the people who are making money, because you are thinking if they can, there's so much of what they say is like me that you think, man, I can do that. So I like that. I like that. So, and again, this isn't an opportunity broadcast, okay? But you know me, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth or what's going to bring it along. So, again, I say, if somebody has shared this with you, whether it's on a team page and you're like, well, I'm not sure if this is for me, and you've been in this thing, you know, 2 or 3 campaigns or a few months, I'm telling you, give it time. Give it time. We were all that person at one time, but Rome was not built in a day, and most buildings are not built in a day. And you don't graduate from school in a day. You don't learn to drive in a day. You didn't learn to walk in a day, or a lot of times even 3 months without falling down. So you know what? I'd like to say, whatever opportunity that you are a part of right now that you're really trying to make work, man, don't walk away too soon. Don't walk away too soon. Because good things happen to those who keep going and strive. Let me give you another, for instance. Every holiday, really every time I see my boys, it makes me very grateful that I didn't let all the wrong moves I made with my kids in my life, that I didn't just give up, because I said, you know what, I feel like I have failed them in so many ways. I should have done so many things differently. There was a year or two where my sons were not even in my life. They were probably furiously, immaturely angry with me, and I had stopped doing unhealthy things. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, Elizabeth. And I just was not the mom I needed to be, because it was more important to me for my kids to like me and to feel like I was helping them through struggles that I didn't want them to have because I had had them, or worse. And what I found out, probably too late, was without those struggles, I wouldn't be who I am. And that continues to be right in my life at 55 years old. My struggles are what has brought me to you. I need you to think about that. If I didn't have anything to talk about, if I didn't have anything to share with you, good, bad, or indifferent, you would not even know who I am. If I did not have struggles in my business, for you people in my company, you would not even be following me, because you wouldn't know who I am. For those who have found me through people like that, people in my life, people who have known me a long time, whether it's family, whether it's friends, people that I grew up with, most of you know a lot of my struggles, and a lot of you that are on here know a lot of my struggles. You found me on YouTube. You found my, you found me through a group. You found me at a speaking gig with my company. You found me at the convention. Wherever you found me, hopefully not on a street corner, just saying, but wherever you found me, it is because of those struggles that I am where I am, and the reason that you're listening to me. And when I think about my boys, and I have to tell you, those couple of years that we were not talking, I can remember the very first Thanksgiving that they were not with me, and the Christmas that they were not with me. And that had never happened before in their whole lives, that they in some way were not connected or a part of me on those days. I realized during those two holidays, because they're so dear to me, that if I could make it on those days without them, and I could get through it, that, you know what? I think at that point I felt like I could get through anything. And I held my ground. And yeah, I cried a lot during that day. I missed them. Of course I did. But you know what? They found their way back. They grew up. They went through some things themselves. And do you know the best thing about those things they went through? They'll tell you a lot of those things they went through were not good. And I wasn't in their life to save them, because they needed to walk the journey. And they did. They walked the journey. And because of that, they are better young men. My boys are going to be 33. Little Earl, call him little, ain't nothing little about him. Earl is going to be 33, my oldest, and Anthony is going to turn 26 this year. Man, does the time fly. You know, when we were here yesterday for, 8 hours, just spending time with one another and just really, fellowshipping. Y'all know Mike's wife, Ann, lives with me, my sister-in-law. She's going to the Carolinas with us. And you know what? And she's so funny, because she's always like, oh, I need to give, Molly time with her boys. So, I'm going to go back in my room. Now, she doesn't say it, but I know what she's doing, because I know her so well. And my boys, they ain't having none of that. Like, they're like back there. They're like, loud, scaring her to death. She's at her desk. What's up, Ann? It's home. Because no matter where we live, this is what it's all about. This is what we do. And, they're always interested in her life and always wanting to know what's going on with her and always giving her a hard time. It just never fails. But then again, they give me a hard time too. I think Ann is probably the closest thing to a grandmother. I believe Anthony has said this, that Anthony really knew. Little Earl, of course, remembers one of his grandmothers, but, you know, they all died young. So, yeah, Roger, time does go by fly. So what I'm going to tell you is, look, some of you, just in that instant of what I just shared, just the instant of having issues with your kids. I know you're out there. I know you're not sharing it. That's okay. I want you to know, do the right thing. It is so hard to let your kids use their own wings. It is so hard. It is so hard when you think they're going to hit the ground. And sometimes they do hit the ground. But I'm telling you, they'll get back up. Some of them take longer than others. Sometimes it feels like they're never going to get it. But they do, and look, they're still trying to get it. But can I be honest? So am I. I'm 55 years old, and I'm still trying to get it. Look, I told you all last week, I miss my brother Mike. I miss the Mike that I want to remember. I don't miss him being sick. He was so sick. But you know what? Mike was another one. I almost treated him like my kid. I used to tell him, quit making me be your mommy. I wanted to fix him. I wanted to save him. I wanted him to be well. I wanted him to just get it and to love life again. And it was a learning experience because I had to take my hands off of that again. Now, Mike's health got ahead of him, and he's definitely in a better place. And but the point is, even as adults, we have to try to get our crap together. I get so tired of this, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, I'm set in my ways. Well, that's what got my ex-husband where he is. He was set in his ways, and after a while, I just was like, no more. Well, you go ahead and be set in your ways, but you go be set with somebody else, okay? And we're good. It's all good. It just wasn't going to work. But I am always looking for a way. What did we say last week? Remember? Try to be 1% better today than you were yesterday. 1% better. Everybody can do that. 1% better than you were yesterday, and in a year, you're going to be 365% better. How about that? It is like my new thing. Be brave. Do something that you're scared to do. Do it anyways. You know, Carla Lytle always says, do it scared. Do it fearful. Do it. Even if it doesn't come out exactly how you want to, do it. And you know what? Try to be 1% better. Because I think I can accomplish that. I think as long as we're breathing, we should be trying to be better. I do. I believe in that. You know, I was sitting here and, Anthony had ordered a gift for Lee for Christmas, and it wasn't here at Christmas. And so he had told me he was bringing it yesterday to give to Lee. And it was a Garth Brooks. And everybody who knows my hubby knows how he loved Garth Brooks. Him and Lisa Wilbur always talking about Garth Brooks. OMG, they loved him some Garth. And believe me, they've made a lover out of me too with Garth. But he bought him this collector 24 karat gold signed by Garth thing that I know he paid a mint for. And Lee didn't know. Hi, Phyllis. And I have to tell you that Lee was almost so excited, almost teary, wanted to be the man in front of the boys, but he was so excited about that gift. And I thought he was going to hug it until it busted or something. And there was a time I may not have seen that from my son. It's not about getting them the most expensive gift, but he said, Mom, Lee's done a lot for me. He says, and I was a little asshole when I was younger. I'm like, well, yeah, weren't we all at that age? And, but he and Earl are just growing up to be amazing young men. And I tell them the same things. You're feeding your geckos. Roger, you got geckos? I love geckos, dude. My granddaughter wants a gecko. OMG. I tell them too, guys, just try to be better today. You're going to have days that are bad. You know what that does? If you have a day that's bad, it's going to be pretty easy the next day to be 1% better than you were the day that you had a bad day. So, you know, I would say that most definitely for you guys is to say, I'm trying to keep up with the feed here. I'm trying not to miss. Hi, Tammy. I see you. Oh, Christine, I see you popped on. Good to see you. So I just think that sometimes we're hard on ourselves, you know. Before, when I was training for the Avon 39, you know, I was out there, man. I was like busting it. I mean, I was having problems with my feet. It wasn't a slow roll as it should have been with me getting a little better and being able to endure a little bit more and to learn a little bit more. I was just out there and I was doing it and I didn't listen to my body. And then it would put me behind because then I couldn't, until the blisters healed, until this was better, until my back was hurting or this or that. Stop thinking that what you're going to do, you're going to do all at once. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And for those who do, it's a fluke. It's just not, and you don't learn anything when you're just trying to make it happen. Who cares? You know, if it doesn't get done now, that's what I find. I find with people in business, I find for people who are trying to, they want to go to school, they say they want to do this, they say they want to do that, they say they want to move up in their companies, they say that, you know, at their job, they want to, you know, but I don't want to go back to school. You gotta wanna do the work. Nothing's gonna come without you doing the work. Now, let's be clear, especially in my company. Things happen, although we do the work, that hinder us. Oh, we've been there, guys. We've been there. It doesn't make any, doesn't even help us to go back. But we've been there. And in some cases, they're still trying to get it together. But this is what I know. If we are on track with what we are supposed to be doing, if we are on track with what we can work with, right? Then you know what's going to happen? By the time it all comes together in that perfect fourth quarter, that perfect summer, that perfect time where it seems like the planets are aligned, when that happens, you're going to be so glad you never gave up on you, on your team, that you never quit building, that you never quit sharing, that you never, you know, I find people all the time, you know, they say, you know, I kind of wanted to make it a part of this feed since I'm doing it once every Monday now to say, you know, what is something that I love, just that my company's doing, and many of the companies, and in some way or another, I'm part of a few companies right now, but, you know, again, my main hustle is Avon, and one of the things that they have going on right now is this. How many of you, show some love here, how many of you have tried the vitamin C lip conditioner? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, this stuff here, now look, I have always been a fan of the lip conditioner of Avon's. For years, I've been using that. I mean, it kept my lips great, but this stuff here, my gosh, this stuff here is probably the most amazing stuff. I mean, I just keep it on my desk. I swear I do. Keep it on my desk. Use it. I have one in my car for when I'm Ubering. I have one there, and I keep it there, and I use it. Oh, my goodness. This stuff here, it plumps the lips. It conditions. I mean, you're getting a dose of vitamin C. Seriously. So, and again, you know what? I know I have customers on here right now who are watching this. Now, look, you got your books. I'm telling you, and if you buy two of the vitamin C products, you actually get this for free. That's pretty freaking amazing. Just free. Who doesn't like free? And believe me, if you have the serum and you have the new mask that we have, the warming peel mask, oh my God. Look, that's it. I'm just going to say it. It's pretty amazing. I had a mishap with my skin not too long ago. I had a reaction to something, and this stuff and the vitamin C I got to tell you, I mean, look, I was all swollen around my lips and everything else. Crazy stuff, right? Because it doesn't happen very often. But it did. But I just started using this stuff again. And I have to tell you, I was so glad they came out with this at the right time. I mean, everything is getting back to where it was. So think about that. What are you sharing? What are you sharing? Hello, Miss Star. I see you. I see you. You know, and I'm seeing a bunch of you. You ain't saying nothing. Again, are we gonna talk? We have to talk about stalkers again. We got stalkers. Quit being a stalker. Stop it. It's not nice. Don't be a stalker. You wait. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll. I'm just gonna scroll. You know, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say hi. I don't want to say where I'm from. I don't want to tell her whether I'm on live or I'm on the replay. I don't want to do that. I just don't want her to know I'm here. I don't want anybody to know. Little to say, guys. It tells me when you join. Okay, or maybe you're the person that you'll wait until I get done, or you won't actually click it to hear what I'm saying, and then what you do, you're just like, you know, nobody knows I'm here. We all know about the stalkers. I want you to feel better about yourself, okay? You can say hi. You can. You can stalk. Feel free. Feel free. So, I saw my granddaughter. It was Earl's weekend to have her, so she was over here all day. You know, the bunny with the egg that lights up, she got that. She was loving that. And, of course, she loves playing on my iPad. And dinner was fabulous. Can I just tell y'all, hi, Lori. I know you're not stalking, girl. And can I tell you, dinner was fabulous. Who was following me on my page here or on Instagram? Man, I was putting the dishes out there. I tried new stuff. And, look, normally I don't try cooking new stuff when I know people coming over, because I figure I need to try it and see if it's going to taste good, right? But I tried a new strawberry spinach salad. The boys went crazy for it. They loved it. Lee even liked it. Lee's not even a huge salad fan, and he loved it. Oh, Katie, you like my mug? Look at that. Oh, my gosh, I've had this for years. Look at this. These are the Disney mugs. It says morning ear droop, see? Cheesy robe, see it? Twisted tail, and goofy old slippers. That's actually how I looked before I went out for the walk, okay? Before I went out. Oh, yeah. Now, Isabel, the Brussels sprouts weren't new. I fixed those about a year ago, and Anthony fell in love with them. Now, Earl doesn't like Brussels sprouts. Neither does Lee, but they're so good. They had the mozzarella and the Parmesan cheese on them, and you saute them, and you have some bacon in there. Can I just say... And then we had the cucumber and onion salad and the sour cream dressing. See, Ann is over there going, because that's one of her favorites. She loved that. So it is good. We put an eye roast on the grill, and we stuffed it with garlic cloves, and then put a nice sauce on it with the garlic, minced garlic, and kosher salt. We embedded it, and we seared it. Really learned that from Kelly, my sister-in-law. Seared it real good, okay? And boy, an hour and a half later, that came out medium rare to medium. Took that, we sliced it. It was good. There's hardly any left. There are like 3 or 4 pieces left for Lee because the kids took some. We had scallop potatoes. Had not fixed these scallop potatoes before. Delish, easy to make, huge easy to make. Love it, love it, love it. And boy, they came out, and it was, the cheese was bubbling, and the panko crumbs were all brown, and your mouth was watering. It was awesome. And then we had banana cream cheesecake. Banana cream cheesecake, which again, I found that recipe some time ago. I have been trying to perfect that. I want that to go in the cookbook. I know, I see some of you. The cookbook is going to come. I swear it is. But I had to, look, when Mike got really sick and I knew I was going to move, I had to take the rest of the cookbook preparation and I had to put it on the back burner for now. I couldn't concentrate on, remember I told y'all when I started cooking, Cooking was from taste. I threw stuff in. Oh, this needs a little bit of cream. This needs a little bit of salt. Oh, let me put a little bit more garlic in that. That is this. So for me to take my recipes and have to perfect and write them down exactly how much of what, it has been, I've been working on this for 2.5 years before I stopped. So finally, this cheesecake, I have finally got it perfected with the right amount of bananas, the right amount of cream. The crust was the best it had ever been, which is made out of the vanilla Oreo wafers. Oh, y'all, you don't know what you was missing. Can I tell you, huge, 12-inch round cheesecake. There was one piece left, and they took that with them. But it was so good. Sliced up some fresh bananas on the top of it with some whipped cream. And then Lee made it a dirty banana cheesecake. He took the Ghirardelli's chocolate, and Ann did too, and put that chocolate over the banana cream pie. When the pie was cheesecake. Oh my God. It's just fabulous. It was just fabulous. So I'll have to put that in the options. If you would like to make this a dirty banana cheesecake, you have to get that because there's nothing better than Ghirardelli. So it was really, really good. Oh, Britta, it was so good. It was so good. So, Atala, gosh, Uber stories. Atala, I think you got on late. I was sick all last week, so I didn't Uber at all. I got sick on Tuesday and was sick all the way through Friday. So that kind of sucks. So I'm only starting to feel better now. Let me think. Was there anything that just stands out? Not really. Nothing that stands out. You know what? I'm really lucky. Man, my Uber people are really, really great. Really, really great. So no, I don't have any, but I'm getting back to Ubering tomorrow. Today is my off day to finish the garage and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'll have more, girl. You know I will, because until I move, and even when I go down to the Carolinas, I just have to get approved to drive down there, which won't be a problem. But once I get that done, I'm sure there's going to be some things I'm going to want, and when I want them, I'll be Ubering so I can make the money, and then, you know what, I'll have more. So we're going to continue with this. So dinner was fabulous, and then my gold leader on my team, Linda Staggers, I met with her a couple of weeks ago, and she had bought me y'all know I love Moscato wine. Love it. I just love Moscato. I gotta have a sweet wine or I can't do wine, guys. Don't like dry wines, don't like all that. But she had bought me one, and I had put it in the refrigerator as soon as she gave it to me and hadn't opened it. And I opened that yesterday. And I can't remember that. I don't even think I've posted the picture of it. But anyways, I was like, wow, man, this is good wine. Now, I was done with dinner, but it was really good. And I gave Jess a glass of it, and she thought it was great too. And I'll have to share it with you, so you'll see it on the page. But if you like wine and you love Moscato, this is fabulous. Linda is the one who turned me on to my first really good Moscato, and then this new one, though, I have to tell you, I even like this better than the two she turned me on to, although they're all good, just saying. So if you like a good Moscato wine, gotta tell you, I'm surprised they have let this crazy lady Uber. Ken, are you talking about me? No, absolutely. Look, I love Ubering. I gotta tell you, it's so great that when you have a side hustle that helps you build your business, your main business, because this has, I put the books in the back and have sample packs back there for them. And even on my Uber profile, it says I'm the Avon Uber lady, and that I love to give free samples. And oh, Nita, the roast, I know, girl, I know. It was so good too. It was better than what it looked. So I'm always picking up new customers. Now, here's what's great. You know how our company is really pushing the online stuff? Well, that's the only way they have to order from me, because that's all I give them. That is all I give them is my online store. I think since I've been doing this, and I haven't been doing it even a year yet, but I think since I've been doing it, I've probably picked up 10 or 12 new customers from that who order online. And, you know, some people who are just local here to me will say, do you have any of this on hand, whether it's bug spray or Skin So Soft oil or something like that that I keep on hand? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. And then we'll meet up. So I have to tell you, think about whatever you're doing. Think about, it's not just sharing on social media, in my opinion, is like huge. It's massive, because as you can see, I share on social media all the time. But I have to tell you, being prepared to work it into your life, your conversations, whatever it may be, that is huge. Be ready. Always have something with your, you know, your website. I have to tell you, the Shuffle app, for me, you hear me talk about it all the time. LFI, who has a Shuffle app, which is a virtual business card, and even for all my side businesses, I have one for all of them, or right now I have one for the vitamin C. It's $10 a month. I get 10 cards. And when somebody now wants to know about my site, I'm like, hey, you know, put your name and your phone number in here, give that to me, and let me send you my business card. It's going to take you right to my site. It's going to take you to my YouTubes. It's going to take you to everything about me. It's going to tell you to any other thing I do. It's going to tell you a lot about me. And I love that. So a lot of you got into the Shuffle thing. You saw the Formidable Four, you know, got in and did this, and then what happened is you're like, I don't understand how to use this. I think this is too difficult, or I'm not getting anything from it right now. Because as usual, you think that you should be able to walk in the matter of a month. You should be able to learn a new tool in the matter of a month. But it's amazing to me, you know, I give this little scenario all the time. Let's say that you need surgery. You need surgery. Let's just say you have to have a tumor removed. Let's go big. You got to have a tumor removed. Let's be honest here. Do you want somebody who just, first doctor you go to says, man, you know what? I've read all the books about it. I've watched the YouTubes about it. You know, I've done what I need, done my research. I feel confident I can get this tumor. It's all good, you know. We got this. Don't worry about it. I've read everything there is to get this, and you know what? And I've done that over the past few months. You go get a second opinion, and the next doctor that you go to says, man, you know what? This is my passion. I have done all the research on this, but not only have I done the research on this, I have done 586 surgeries on this, and I need you to know that 583 of them were successful. Tell me, who are you going to let remove your tumor? The guy who got out there, did all the experience, got out there, had his hands in, did it until he didn't fail. That's what happened. Did it until the failure rate was hardly anything. But you got somebody over here who's still just, well, I'm not sure how to do this. Let me try that. I don't know. I don't know if this is helping or not. Sometimes what you send, just like giving a brochure out or anything else, or sharing a product or doing something on social media, you're planting seeds in everything that you do. And as you're planting seeds, the flower just doesn't bust out of the ground and just bloom. I was a seed Mary Ann planted. Think about that. I was a seed in the world that you all know now. She planted it. Matter of fact, she probably planted a few seeds. And little by little, I grew into who I am today in business and in life. Shuffle, or any business tool you're using, the Avon social business tool that they give us. Come on, guys. If you're in another business and you're watching me, your company gives you tools, but you've got to get good at the tools, which means you have to keep practicing. Tiffany, hi, baby. Mwah. How are you? How are you? Oh, my goodness. Girl, you and me, you know, always, no matter what. I know, but it's okay, because you and me, we always going to be buddies, always. I love you, my friend. You've got to keep striving. Hey, Tawana, hey, everybody. Tawana Lyles got another clean bill of health on her cancer. Let me tell you, give her a hand, show her some love. When I did the Avon 39 walk, she was who I was walking for amongst other friends. This girl is going, I think she said she doesn't have to go back for 2 years now. She was going all the time. Girlfriend, by the grace of God and doing what those doctors said and a lot of prayer, because I believe in the power of prayer, she beat that cancer. She kicked its ass, kicked it to the curb, and she is with us sharing her story all the time, loving her life, doing what she needs to do. So you know what, Tawana, girl, when I read that, I was just, it chills, girl, chills right down the back, chills. It was awesome. So yeah, so very happy with that. Have a lot of that going on. I just, there are so many things that I just wish you all would get. I get so tired of you all getting down on yourself and saying, well, I tried this in my life and this didn't work. I wasn't as successful as Molly. Let me tell you something. Quit saying, I'm not as successful as Molly. We talked about this. Molly has been really successful. Molly is still successful in my mind, but Molly's not done. Remember, guys, between life and company and everything else, I am now performing as a gold leader in our company. I was a bronze executive, okay? And by the way, I've never been without the title I originally grasped as high as I was going in the company. You don't think this girl 10 years ago would have been devastated and maybe would have wanted to walk away? No. You know what's great? I've been there. I know I can get back. I've been there. Come on. And if I hadn't been there, I want to get there. Does that make sense? You keep striving until you hit that bell at the top. But in the meantime, you're going to have valleys. In the meantime, you're going to have mountains. And I'm sorry, the climb is not easy. It is not. Raising kids is not easy. Being married is not easy. Oh, it all seems easy in the beginning when everything's all great and you don't think each other can do anything wrong. Your kids are one, oh my God, look at that sweet little baby. Until that little baby starts toddling and look at you the first time and say no. And then says no again. Yeah, until you go into the crib and the diaper's off. And there's poop everywhere in the world. Yeah, see? Not everything. Nothing that I know of. Every person I know who's successful, from the Michael Jordans to the Oprahs, to the biggest people you know, none of it happened without the struggles. It's just that we didn't hear about them until it was really, really good. And they were making enough news for everything to look like, wow, I wish I had their life. No, you don't want my life. Because for those of you who've been following me from the beginning, even until recently, you have followed my life and you have followed my journey and you have watched my YouTubes and you have watched my struggles and you have seen the heartbreaks in my life and the disconnects in my life, the loss of my mother at 16, no relationship with my dad, not speaking to people, and my family, my sons walking away, a divorce, losing my home. Guys, this is life. Life ain't without struggles, my friend. So if you want my life, you better be willing to get those knees scraped. But let me tell you what you got to do. When those struggles come, what you got to do is throw away those crutches. And you got to start looking for the stepping stones. Because when you stepped right, you're going to step on the right ones. But if you keep those crutches, you're going to stay behind the pack. You got to do it scared. You got to have that no matter what attitude. Yolanda, hello, my friend. Thanks for joining me. Tina, Sharon Carmack on my team. Hey, baby, good to see you. I'm telling you, Sometimes you'll earn an incentive and then you don't earn the next one. You're like, I'm such a loser. I didn't do that. Or you're up for a promotion at work and you just know you have it and they give it to this person that you're like, what? Stop it. Stop looking at the people. Stop it. If you really want it that bad and you didn't get it, there's something in it for you. Maybe there's a better promotion coming. Maybe there's a better relationship coming for you. You know, you women who are settling for these guys who treat you like crap, or your significant other, guy, girl, whatever it is. You let them use you and abuse you because somebody's convinced you that you don't deserve anything else. That you don't deserve better than what you have. But the only person who can do better is you. You're the only person. You decide no more. And if you keep staying in the same thing, in the same life, doing the same things, how in the world can you expect anything different? Hey, Rebecca, thanks for joining us. How can you expect anything different? Oh, Molly, he hit me once, but he promises he's never going to do it again. That once will happen again. You should not ever subject yourself to stay with anybody who is going to raise their hand to you. You give them power when you stay with them. You give them power when you make excuses. Some of them, look, most of the abuse goes on, they ain't even touching you. But they think it's okay to put you down in public. They think it's okay to talk about you to other people. Let me be clear, whether this is a relationship, whether this is a family member, whether this is your kids, whether this is somebody at work, you better realize who your people are. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they're either in it with you all the time in support. You know what? You can do something and somebody will say, I don't understand why you're doing that. I mean, people thought that about me, even my family. When I started my business years ago, I don't even understand why she's doing that. She's just go get a 9-to-5, do what she's going to do. Because I saw something and I wanted to do this. You know, after experiencing what I did in my first marriage, which wasn't all bad, but it definitely wasn't good, and taking a chance of saying, you know what, I want to give a relationship another chance, and marrying Lee and building a relationship with him. People didn't get that. What is wrong with you? Why would you want to do that? Because I want to move forward. Because I want to be better, and together, Lee and I are better. That's what I know. We are better together. Oh, we fight like cats and dogs sometimes, but here's the difference. We both still want to be better. So we either agree to disagree or we come to an understanding. Oh, believe me, it is not perfect. He will tell you. I can be the biggest bee out there. Believe me, I can be when I have my days. But you need people who are in your corner. Your corner. They may not understand what you're doing. They may not understand why you're doing it, but you know what they want for you? They want you happy. They want you successful. And if you fall down, you don't need somebody who says, see, I told you it was going to be that way. See, I told you this wasn't going to work for you. See, I told you this was going to happen. No. You need somebody who's going to say, girl, but you still want this? Do you want this? Then you know what? What you going to learn from this? What you going to learn from this? If you still want this, what you going to do with this? Because you can do this if you want this. When somebody fails an exam and they're going to be a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, do you say to them, you should give up that lawyer thing. You should give up that nurse thing. You should give up wanting to be an architect. You failed that. Don't you know? No. You should say, baby, you still want it. This should make you say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to prepare harder. I am going to do it. I am going to get this done. I'm going to be that person. 1% better every day. You know what that means? 1%. Change something how you're thinking. 1%. Do something a little bit more than what you were doing it. 1% better. Quit telling yourself what a failure you are and tell yourself what a winner you're headed for. Come on, guys. It's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. The coffee is good, but your attitude and what you take and what you want for your life has got to be different. Look, I'm not going to lie. Why am I moving to the Carolinas? One, I want to get someplace that's cheaper. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive to live in Maryland. We're right outside of DC. It's crazy. I'm 55 years old. I don't want to always be making it the rest of my life. And my sons are raised and they're doing their own thing, and I know they can come see me, and I want a fresh start. I have had a lot of stuff in my life over the past 5 to 8 years that I just feel like I want a fresh start. Lee and I do, and you know what? It's scary, but it feels good. And you know what else is right? If it's not right for me, I'll figure it out by making the step. But I feel like I'm going to be embraced in this, and I believe God is in this. And I'm not letting anything stop me. I want to be empowered again, and that is what I'm working towards. And it's why I knew I had to get back to talking to you all and sharing my fears, what I've gone through, what I'm doing, because I need to know I'm not alone. I need to know that, even if I have a bad month in my business, I'm not the only one who had a bad month, and then we're all sharing what we can do to make this the better month. If my life personally is not the best day personally, doggy, am I going to do the best I can do to make the next day great? You know what I'm saying? Tiffany, yes, God is in control, and all of you pray for me. Everybody pray for us, because you know what? When I earned this Cabo trip, and because I knew I couldn't put it all in, I was kind of, I didn't go to Hawaii. I took the buyout for Hawaii, same reason. I thought if I earn Cabo, whatever, that'll be more money. And when I wasn't sure I was going to earn it, I thought I haven't been able to do anything really for 3 months. I have been, my team has just been rolling and being the best team ever, doing whatever it is that they could do. And it ends up that I did, and I said, God is in this, because he knows what I need to get done, what I need to get done. And I believe he would be steering me a different direction if he wasn't in this. So I'm excited, and I told you, I'm not kidding. I want to start having stuff. When we get down there and get settled, I want to have gatherings. I want to be able to bring you guys in. I want to share. I want you to share with me. Gosh, I'd love to have a big old cookout at my house and say, okay, first 35 representatives who say they want to come meet with me to help me get this cookbook together. Let's get it done. I'm going to be able to meet people on my team that I've never met before. I'm going to be able to meet people in my tribe I've never met before. I'm going to be in a better place financially when I make this happen. And for a girl who has struggled with her bills in her life, the majority of her life, at 55, yes, Nita, I am moving with faith, and I am making right decision. And Lee and I had a lot of debt, and we are paying our debt down, and we are just seeing things come together, and we are so dang excited. So that's where I'm at. Good Easter, good food, good coffee, right? And good friends, good tribe, good people who show up, even the stalkers. You know what? Even my stalkers, I love you today too. I may not love you next Monday, but today, I love the stalkers. It's all good. Hoping that after this week, maybe we'll have some good Uber stories coming back. We'll have to do some more of those. But I think that if you start this week out, again, I'm not going to quit preaching this. I'm going to preach this continually. 1% better today than you were yesterday. And you may go, but Molly, yesterday was a really good day. And I'm going to say that today's going to be 1% better than it was yesterday. If you got a goal, go after it. If you got a degree you want, you're never too old. If you want to learn a bike and you never did, go learn how to ride that bike. If you want a business that is going to go places, that goes nowhere without you making changes and going forth and working it. If you want to be a better person, you must go forth and you must learn to be 1% better every day. And when God is in it, all you're going to do is win it. You know what I'm saying? So you guys go out. You have a wonderful day, wonderful rest of your week. Finish your coffee. I'm going to finish mine, then I'm going to get back in the garage. And you know what? Keep at it. Barbara, I try to have a good attitude. My attitude ain't always good, Barbara, but you know what? I get back to it because when my attitude is better, I accomplish more. And I let other people know that if I can come through what I've come through in my life, you know what? You can do it too. So get away from those people telling you you can't, people. Get away from them. Start hanging with people like me who say, yes, you can. Hashtag be brave. Hashtag onward no matter what. Hashtag good coffee, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys next Monday. Take care. Have a great week.